You can try to implement those queries in the system. So first I wanted to know how to query my contact object. So the query you need to use always select fields. So here I'll write SOQL goes like this. Select, if I put in curly braces, let's consider these are the fields, otherwise I'll put in a normal way. Field 1, comma, field 2, comma, field 3, and how many you wanted, and then from object name where condition 1 and condition 2, or how many you wanted, then you can see limit number, offset number, order by field name, ASC or D, descending, comma, field to FIELD, field to, again ASC. What is ASC and DSC? Ascending order and descending order. Okay. So we have one thing. This is first type of query, getting only single object data. This type of queries will get only single object queries. This type of objects will get only one object. If I'm writing on a contact, you will get only contact object query. Clear? For example, let me write select. I'll just copy the same information. I'll just copy the same query. We'll see whether this will work or not. Okay. Instead of field 1, field 2, I need to keep my actual fields. I'll say ID, comma, name, comma, phone. From which object? Contact, right? Where, what is the condition? I'll say, I'll write a condition saying that where is already there, where last name like, so we can use like operators, okay, where last name not equal to null. I just kept last name not equal to null, and first name not equal to null, and then limit number equal to 100 records, offset number equal to 0. I don't want to order name, field names ascending order. I'll say name ascending order. I'll say name ascending order, and I'll take off the second field which I don't need for now. If I do a query, unknown person, because here we have extra comma, then take it off. Right. From contact, okay. Last name, first name, limit order by. Okay. Okay. First we need to have order by statement, and then we can have this offset. You got the information now. If I want to show ascending order by phone number, I can say ascending order phone ASC, comma. So I'm adding two conditions now, phone and name. Now you can see first Andy is there. Now you can see it was changed. If I want to put nulls last, I can say nulls last. Order by nulls last. You can see if I put nulls last, right? If the field is null, automatically it will push to last always. Okay. The only change I need to do here is I need to take off this order and this one just before to the condition. I mean, just before to limit. That's the only difference. So this is an example query that we can able to run off. This is single object information, right? This is what you are getting only contact object. What if I want to get my parent object? What I said here, how to get a parent fields? account, I mean relationship field name dot parent field name, right? Right or wrong? Now if I want to get my account name, I can see account dot name. If I want to get account ID, I can put account ID, or I can also put account dot ID. There is a difference between account dot ID and account ID. What could be the difference? Values or something else? Account ID not equal to none. So I'll get only accounts which have account IDs. So you can see both account IDs are same right here. Both account IDs are same or not? 02X and some zeros, 3X, 9E, triple A. Same, right?
Yeah, same.
But there is a difference. This field is from parent, this field is from contact table. Account.id is not from contact, it's a reference field. If I try to edit, you can see object. If I try to edit, I can edit. I can see, I can edit. So account ID is a contact field. Account.id is a parent field, I mean account field. You can't modify your account fields inside child relationship queries. Okay, you can't access, you can't able to update other records from the, if you are trying to update parent details from the query, child query, you can't do that. Clear? Am I sounding right? Account.name is not from contact. This is just a field value it is showing. You can't modify anything in the query. See, if I try to modify anything, it's just converting as a JSON objects. And if I refresh, it will come back. Clear? So account ID is a child. Whenever you wanted to modify any account ID, let's say I wanted to update my account with this ID, I can able to update easily. So I can able to add and I can save rows. What happened? It got updated. Here the account ID is different. Here account ID is different. If I refresh, then you can see there is updates, isn't it? Clear? Clear or not? Okay.
It's clear.
Yeah. If I want to query on my child object, I mean custom relationships. If I want to query on my custom relationship, what is the object name here? We have dealers, right? I'm just copying these information because I wanted to make you, I mean, you guys to trust that something we can do the same way. And I can say location name because this is my relationship field, location name. And I'm saying my location should not null. And I'm saying that dealers location name or dot, location name or dot. Underscore C. Or dot ID. Here we don't have phone number, better take it out. And we have two dots, which is not good. Got it? Here also same concept. If I try to edit here, it will go object. I can able to modify here. See, both things are same, but you need to remember how to get these details before you start a query. Clear?